You'll need these are all blocks that outline the building, and the wall tiles, which is the background, which makes it a sealed building. Now, to get other people, you need a table, 2 chairs, a door, and a light source. They don't have to be separate. You can actually put them together, but I like making it look kind of like a town. I built this one underground, and the nurse moved in. To get a nurse, you have to upgrade your health some. You talk to her, she'll heal you to full health. Let's see, this is full health, is 400, and 200 mana is max. Now, you can get, with mana, you can do things like Orbit Light. It's pretty neat. I gotta be careful here, because I don't have my horseshoe on. Screw it, putting my horseshoe on. Now, with the horseshoe, you take no fall damage. So I can just, whatever I feel like. So yeah, just fall and fall, and fall some more. And then hit the ground, and no damage. Without it, I would have splattered. Yeah, like this. Now this is a mirror of recall. Takes you back to your main building. And these are platforms. All you gotta do to get down the platform is press down. For some reason, I'm not taking any fall damage all of a sudden. There we go. See, I take damage when I take falls, and for a really long fall, it's a lot of damage. Now, some items generate light, like the Muramasa in here. The Muramasa. It's actually the only sword you can do this with. Just hold it and spin it, and hopefully I'll hit something and it's splat. Water was not deep enough. Now, water will stop fall damage if it's deep enough. Was not right there. I mean, you get items in this game like the Nature's Gift. When you die, you spawn with max health. It's neat. You want to find these. These are life crystals. Increase your maximum health by 20 each time. Now, I'm saving these up for a friend because I don't know if she still needs them. Now, to make bars, iron bars, whatever, I have silver in my inventory. So I can make silver bars. All you do is go to the forge. And voila. Pretty much like Minecraft, except the forges don't require any specific fuel. They just do it. Now, the only thing, mana regens naturally over time. The mana regen rings help. And if I'm flying and doing this, I run out of mana like in no time. This is a space gun. There's muskets and flintlock pistols, all kinds of swords. There's explosives, which I think have some dynamite on me. Dynamite bombs, and there's hand grenades, which I've never used, but are the weakest of the 3. You find bombs in pots you find in the ground. You can find dynamite in some of them. You can find dynamite in corruption is all made up of something called ebonstone, which is pretty much indestructible. Now these slow your movement through the area if you're walking or running, but you can easily destroy those. Now these are the pots I was talking about. They drop items. That one drops some arrows, that one drops some money. Pretty simple. See, my HP hasn't gone up any, so it doesn't regen naturally over time. And armor reduces the damage you take. I think I've gotten my damage to 1 from most monsters. Certain accessories give you armor. Some just give you special abilities like Hermes boots, allow you to run really fast. While rocket boots use mana to fly. Pump. Same. I'm just using my mana to fly. That's pretty neat. It's useful when I want to go exploring because there is sky cannon, there are sky castles up there where you can pretty much find unique items. So I'm just getting money, I'm getting hearts out of that. And here's iron. Iron's a nice dark brown. Ferrous if you're Latin. Are you in the table of elements? But I'm not going to go exploring down there too much. One of those gave me a heart, so I gained 20 more HP. Now it's almost night, as you can tell by the sun being over there in the sky in the east. Now certain armors, like this one, the Cobalt set, reduce your mana usage, which means you use less when using this. It reduces it down to 5 from 7. And falling time. When you fall, you can actually control the direction your momentum takes you in. So I mean, you can use it to your advantage if you're not falling too high and you don't have a horseshoe. Otherwise, if you're falling, you're gonna die. This is copper. It's easy to find. Now, there are certain things you can and can't do. My inventory's full, so I'm not picking up. You can't mine the dirt from under a tree. So, I mean, you can have floating trees, but you can't touch that dirt. You have to cut down that tree. Kind of neat they do that. There's some other things you can do that with. I have my houses floating. I like to. There's things called worms, which go down in the dirt and then jump out at you. And if the house is floating and there's no dirt around it, it's a little harder for it to actually get to you. Now my friend Nebo likes to put lava by his doors to kill the night zombies. Now when the night comes, it's just monster spawning chaos. They spawn lots of zombies and things called demon eyes, which are little floating eyeballs that try to run into you. And they're annoying. And they're especially deadly at low levels because they do, I don't know, 10 damage I think a hit. So a lot of times when you don't have a lot of gear, at night you're just going to be chilling in your structure you build. Now this pick is called a molten pickaxe. And it pretty much hits most things out in one pick. It's one of 2 picks that can mine meteorite. I think. No, it's one of 2 picks that also can get hellstone. Because you need hellstone to make this. So this is sand. Sand works a lot like Minecraft. Knock the brick out from underneath the sand, it falls down. And it hurts if it hits you. And water goes down. The water physics are pretty neat. If you hollow out the ground, the water level decreases. Unlike in Minecraft, where it just makes more water to fill that space. Now, since I'm hurt and I have mushrooms, I can go ahead and stick them up here and eat one. Give me back about 20 HP. But then it has a cooldown. All healing items have this cooldown. They share it. All potions and all food items share the one cooldown. It's really not too long. Watch water. See? Oh, there's a demon eye. You can see how the water's draining from the right pool into the left pool. Now the left pool has to fill up more. See, it's starting to climb a little. As soon as the water level drops below this point, it will stop filtering in there. See? And this pool overflowed and is pouring into the regular stage, making this pool. Just fill this pool up even higher. So water is more of a cause and effect item. what you can do with water, I mean, there's only a couple uses I've ever seen for it, I mean, other than suicide, is you can take water down to lava and make obsidian. Much like in other games of this nature. Which you need obsidian to make the molten armor. You need X amount of obsidian and X amount of hellstone to make hell bricks. And then you use the hell bricks to make the armor. Which has to be on the hell forge, which is that red forge I showed you. Now this is a large world, so you notice I've been going right for quite a while. So, sooner or later I'm going to run into what I've been wanting to show you. Should be coming off if I remember right. So there's a zombie. They're annoying. They like to chase you. But you can kill them. There's another demon eye. Now there are things called Eater of Souls that pop up in the corruption. If I'm going the right way, you can see. Now we're probably cutting some of this out. And more water. Now this is, for me, it seems like an unusual amount of water on this world. There's a lot on the surface, and there's even more underground. What I'm currently digging is just water all over the place. But it's basically going to give me a ridiculous amount of mana. Obsidian. This is a fallen star. By themselves, they restore mana. You can't do anything with them after sunrise. You can use them. You can't give them to people. They will vanish. If you collect 10 of them, you can turn them into a mana crystal, which gives you 20 mana. 10 of those gives you max mana. Here's another one. I'll show you what a mana crystal looks like here. Nothing is everywhere. Demon Eye. They only have 60 HP. Now there's a larger version of the Demon Eye that shoots out little demon eyes called the Eye of Cthulhu. And he is a boss, which if you look in the guide, you can actually go see it. They have a picture of it. They have a picture of the Eater of the World, and they also have a picture of Skeletron. Which Skeletron is the hardest boss. He's got 6,000 HP, and he does a lot of damage. But you can only fight him at night. Oh, zombie. And I wasn't paying attention to it. Now, as you can see, there's plenty of trees everywhere, but replanting them is also a good idea, so you can always get more. But I mean, if you really need wood, you can make a new world, get a whole bunch of wood from it, delete the world. Your items carry over with your character, even if you go into multiplayer. And at last, we found Corruption, which are those thorn things. I'm not sure what that's called. But they're thorns, you run into them, you take damage. And the purple crap on the ground is how you know you're reaching Corruption. Now this is Emberstone. You can't do anything to this without a certain picks. There is an Eater of Souls, that flying thing. Let's see. This is a Corruption pole. Doesn't seem to be anything down here I was looking for. In these you find these black orbs in which you can smash. Let's show this one. Here we go. So that orb down here, what you do with these is once you can dig, or actually even dynamite works on these. But you want to be careful with dynamite. It will kill you. It does like 480 damage or something to me.